In Western astrology, Vesta is one of the four major asteroids, along with Ceres, Pallas, and Juno, that are considered significant in a birth chart. Named after the Roman goddess of the hearth and home, Vesta symbolizes themes of devotion, focus, and sacred service. In Roman mythology, Vesta was associated with the eternal flame and the inner sanctum of both the home and the temple, representing purity, spiritual dedication, and guardianship of what is sacred. Essence of Vesta in astrology. 1. Sacred fire and devotion. Vesta represents the inner flame, the passion or cause that drives us. It's associated with how we dedicate ourselves to something greater, whether that be a career, a spiritual practice, or personal commitments. 2. Focus and commitment. The placement of Vesta in a birth chart indicates where and how we focus our energy, what we are willing to devote time and effort to. It shows where we are capable of intense concentration and where we can cultivate mastery or excellence. 3. Spiritual purity. Vesta also carries themes of sacred purity, not necessarily in a sexual sense, but in the ability to maintain clarity of purpose. It can symbolize celibacy or chastity for some, but more broadly, it relates to a focused dedication that is untainted by distractions. 4. Self-sufficiency and independence. Vesta's energy is self-contained and often associated with periods of solitude or retreat. It encourages an inward journey where one's inner light is tended without the need for external validation or attention. Healing and transformation. As a goddess tied to the hearth, Vesta is also connected to personal and spiritual healing. The flame is not only about devotion, but also about renewal and transformation, especially when it comes to maintaining boundaries and protecting one's inner space. Meanings of Vesta in a birth chart? In the houses. Vesta's placement in the natal chart by house shows the area of life where one is most likely to demonstrate focus, dedication, and perhaps some sacrifice. For example, Vesta in the 6th house might indicate a dedication to work or health, while in the 12th house, it could reflect a devotion to spirituality or a hidden cause. In the signs, the sign that Vesta is in can color how you express devotion and focus. For example, Vesta in Aries may devote energy to pioneering or leading a cause, while Vesta in Pisces may express through compassion, healing, or creative pursuits. Aspects. The aspects that Vesta makes to other planets can reveal how your devotion and sense of sacred duty interact with other areas of your life. A harmonious aspect to Venus might show devotion to love and beauty, while a challenging aspect to Mars could indicate difficulties in balancing personal desires with devotion to a cause. Keywords for Vesta: devotion, focus, sacred purpose, spiritual service, self-sufficiency, inner flame, purity, healing. In summary, Vesta in astrology speaks to what we hold sacred, how we channel our focus and dedication, and where we may find healing through solitude or spiritual service. It represents the fire within, which must be carefully tended to illuminate and guide one's journey. Vesta, the sacred flame in Virgo. Vesta in Virgo for Aries ascendant. Devotion to service and health. For Aries ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 6th house emphasizes a deep commitment to work, service, and health. These individuals may devote themselves to improving their daily routines, health practices, and work environment, often focusing on helping others through their service. Focused on practical improvements, they are likely to be very detail-oriented, ensuring that every aspect of their work or health is optimized for efficiency and well-being. Challenges. The intense focus on perfection and routine can lead to stress or anxiety, especially if they feel they are not meeting their own high standards. Vesta in Virgo for Taurus ascendant. Devotion to creativity and children. For Taurus ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 5th house brings a sacred focus on creative expression, education, and children. These individuals may devote themselves to perfecting their creative endeavors or taking a methodical approach to raising children. Focused on practical creativity, their approach to creative projects and personal joy tends to be analytical and detail-focused, aiming for mastery in their pursuits. Challenges. Overcriticism or perfectionism in creative expression or parenting could lead to dissatisfaction or frustration, particularly if they feel their efforts are not appreciated or recognized. Vesta in Virgo for Gemini ascendant. Devotion to home and family. For Gemini ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 4th house emphasizes a focus on home life, family, and emotional security. These individuals may devote themselves to creating a clean, organized, and harmonious home environment, ensuring that everything runs smoothly in their domestic life. Focused on emotional efficiency, they may approach emotional matters with a practical mindset, seeking to solve problems and create stability within the family. Challenges. The need for perfection within the home may lead to unnecessary stress or a tendency to overmanage family dynamics, potentially causing friction with loved ones. Vesta in Virgo for Cancer ascendant. Devotion to communication and learning. For Cancer ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 3rd house brings a focus on communication, learning, and relationships with siblings or close friends. These individuals may devote themselves to improving their communication skills or mastering a particular subject through meticulous study and practice. Focused on practical communication. They tend to be precise and efficient in how they express themselves, often prioritizing clarity and organization in their interactions. Challenges. Overanalyzing conversations or becoming overly critical in communication may lead to misunderstandings or difficulty maintaining harmonious relationships with siblings or peers. Vesta in Virgo for Leo ascendant. Devotion to financial and material stability. For Leo ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 2nd house brings a focus on wealth, possessions, and self-worth. These individuals may devote themselves to managing their finances or material resources with great care, ensuring that they are used efficiently and wisely. Focused on building security. They often prioritize practical, methodical approaches to accumulating and managing wealth, ensuring that they maintain financial stability. Challenges. The tendency to overfocus on material success or criticize themselves for not achieving financial goals could lead to stress or feelings of inadequacy. Vesta in Virgo for Virgo ascendant, 1st house, devotion to self-improvement and health. With Vesta in Virgo in the 1st house for Virgo ascendants, the sacred flame is focused on personal health, self-improvement, and overall well-being. These individuals are likely to devote themselves to perfecting their routines, health habits, and personal appearance. Focused on perfection and self-expression. They often strive to present themselves as organized, efficient, and health-conscious, placing a high value on their personal development and self-discipline. Challenges. The pursuit of perfection may lead to self-criticism or feelings of inadequacy if they feel they are not living up to their own high standards. Vesta in Virgo for Libra ascendant. Devotion to inner healing and spiritual reflection. For Libra ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 12th house emphasizes a focus on spiritual growth, inner healing, and self-reflection. These individuals may devote themselves to understanding their subconscious mind and may find comfort in solitude, where they can reflect on their inner world and emotions. Focused on spiritual and emotional efficiency. They often seek to improve their spiritual practices or healing methods, striving for clarity and purpose in their inner life. Challenges. The tendency to overanalyze their inner world can lead to feelings of guilt or self-doubt, as they may be overly critical of their own emotional and spiritual progress. Vesta in Virgo for Scorpio ascendant, 11th house. For Scorpio ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 11th house highlights a focus on friendships, social networks, and community involvement. These individuals may dedicate themselves to serving within their social circles or contributing to larger group causes. Focused on improving social dynamics, they may approach social interactions with a practical mindset, often taking on the role of problem solver within groups to enhance collective efficiency. Challenges. Over-focusing on perfection or control within social groups could lead to difficulties in building deeper, more personal connections or cause friction with peers if they come across as overly critical. Vesta in Virgo for Sagittarius ascendant, 10th house. Devotion to career and professional development. For Sagittarius ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 10th house emphasizes a strong focus on career, reputation, and public life. These individuals are likely to devote themselves to their professional goals with precision and a commitment to excellence. Focused on professional mastery, they may seek to improve every aspect of their work life, ensuring that they maintain a high level of organization, efficiency, and competence in their career. Challenges: the drive for professional perfection may result in workaholism or stress, particularly if they feel that their efforts are not recognized or appreciated by others. Vesta in Virgo for Capricorn ascendant, 9th house. Devotion to learning and personal beliefs. For Capricorn ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 9th house brings a focus on philosophy, higher education, and personal belief systems. These individuals may devote themselves to mastering a particular subject or refining their spiritual or philosophical views through careful study and reflection. Focused on practical wisdom, they often approach learning with a methodical mindset, seeking to understand complex ideas and apply them in practical ways to improve their life and the lives of others. Challenges: overanalyzing their beliefs or philosophies can lead to intellectual rigidity or an unwillingness to embrace new perspectives that don't align with their established viewpoints. Vesta in Virgo for Aquarius ascendant, 8th house. Devotion to transformation and shared resources. For Aquarius ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 8th house highlights a focus on emotional transformation, intimacy, and managing shared resources. These individuals may devote themselves to helping others navigate complex emotional or financial situations, using their analytical skills to bring clarity to difficult matters. Focused on emotional and financial efficiency, they may take a pragmatic approach to emotional intimacy or financial partnerships, striving for balance and precision in these areas. Challenges: the tendency to overanalyze emotional or financial issues could lead to difficulties in building deep emotional connections or trusting others in financial matters. Vesta in Virgo for Pisces ascendant, 7th house. Devotion to relationships and partnerships. For Pisces ascendants, Vesta in Virgo in the 7th house brings a focus on relationships, marriage, and partnerships. These individuals may be devoted to improving and perfecting their partnerships, often focusing on creating harmony and balance through service to their partner. Focused on practical relationship management, they may take a methodical approach to relationships, ensuring that they address any issues with a practical mindset, striving to improve communication and overall relationship dynamics. Challenges: over-focusing on perfection within relationships may lead to feelings of dissatisfaction or the tendency to overly criticize their partner, potentially creating tension or imbalance in their personal connections.